bless the Lord on today. I thank you for everything that He has given me, everything that He is going to do for me. I thank God for everything that has been ordered by Him and that I'm going with Him.
Amen.
I would like to thank, I know I only have 15 minutes, so we'll make this quick as possible, but I would like to thank my my father in the ministry, my pastor, Pastor L, lady.
Amen.
My sister Natasha.
Amen.
My aunt Chris. Amen. My brothers in the ministry, Mr. Dad.
Amen.
I love all y'all.
Amen.
Thank you so much.
Amen.
I will be reading actually 2 Samuel, the 13th chapter, the first 20. Actually, I'm not going to read all of it, but I am going to specify some scriptures. Okay, 2 Samuel, 13th chapter, the first verse. In some time past, David's son Absalom had a beautiful sister named Tamar.
Amen.
And David's son Amnon was infatuated with her.
Come on.
Going to the second verse. Amnon was frustrated at the point of himself making himself sick over his sister. Tamar, because she was a virgin, but it seemed impossible to do anything to her. The fifth verse. Jonadab said to him, lie down on your bed and pretend you're sick. When your father comes to see you, say to him, please, let my sister Tamar come and give me something to eat. Let her prepare food in my presence so I can watch and eat from her hand. Then I'm going to go to verse 20. Her brother Absalom said to her, has your brother Amnon been with you? Be quiet for now, my sister. He is your brother. Don't take this thing to heart. So Tamar lived as a desolate woman in the house of her brother Absalom. Father, I ask in the name of Jesus, Father, that you will speak through me, Father. Father, don't let anything come in me, Father. Father, I pray, Father, right now, Father, that I will set my flesh aside, Father, and that you will do a work, Father. Yes, that you will Lord. Speak through me, Father, yes, in the name of Jesus.
Name of Jesus. Amen.
Have you ever wondered why things happen that were beyond your control? Things that were not in your favor, and that very thing caused you to be hindered, stagnated, or fall by the wayside. You become dead to the world. Well, here we have Absalom, the characters. Absalom, that's David's son. Amnon, David's other son, who loves Tamar. He admires her beauty. He is infatuated with her. He is desiring, lusting after her at the point to where he is making himself sick. He is distressed over her. He has to love Tamar. We have Tamar, Absalom, and Amnon's sister, the virgin but towards the end of the story, she is violated, abused, and mistreated. Yeah. Jonadab, the cousin, Amnon's cousin, he is shrewd or crafty, cunning, sneaky, a tricky individual. Within this story, there is an identity displacement of hope and dreams. There are 3 points that will help you to see the light after hope and dreams are shattered. Amen. My first point is, ask yourself, how much are you worth? How much do you value yourself? Yeah. Tamar knew she was worth something. Amen. She was pure. Yeah. She was anointed with beauty. Yeah. Wholesome, valuable, and a virgin.
Go ahead, yes.
It was impossible to do anything to her. She was keeping herself for her husband.
Amen. Yes.
Her name means palm tree, which signifies fruitful. She is a beautiful virgin that is pure, innocent, and fruitful. Now, back in those days, some women were considered inferior to men. They were a little closer, you could say, to the animal status. They didn't have much rights. Fathers sold their daughters. It is safe to say that women were not valued. For the Bible tells us in 2 Peter, the 2nd chapter, the 9th verse, but you are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, his own special people, that you may proclaim the praises of him who called you out of the darkness into the marvelous light. Proverbs 31:10 says, who can find a virtuous wife? For her worth is far more than rubies. So you ask yourself, are you indispensable? Do you choose to be expensive? Do you choose to be platinum or copper? Do you choose to be nickels and dimes? What do you choose to be? How valuable are you?
Amen.
Second point, remember, the enemy always has a plan for you. The enemy, okay? So we have Amnon wanting his sister sexually. He expresses that he loves her, thus always masquerades, covered up, charades itself as love. Her cousin Jonadab asked him, man, what is the deal with you? I've never seen you like this before. Cousin probably thought, man, this man is tripping out here. So Amnon tells the cousin his issue, which he assists Amnon by telling him what he should do. He conjured up a plan for Amnon to follow, and which he did follow. Okay? Verse 5 through 6 talks about the plan. Okay? It says, lie down on your bed and pretend to be ill. And when your father David comes to see you, tell him to send Tamar to help nurse back to health. Basically giving him food, prepare the food in front of him and eat the food from her hand. So that's what David did. Okay? He told Tamar to go to Amnon's house to fulfill her duty. And she tries to feed him. He refuses the first time. Okay? You know, he played that little game, acting like he's so sick. Have you all ever played that game before?
Yeah.
I know I have. So anyways, after he refused, he told his servants to leave him alone. He's setting up, y'all. He's setting it up. Then he told Tamar to bring the food to the bedroom and feed me. When she did so, Amnon took her and said, come lie with me, my sister. I'm sure she thought this man then flipped his loons. She answered him, no, my brother, do not force me. Do not force me, for no such thing should be done in Israel. Do not do this disgraceful thing. But of course, Amnon didn't listen, and he raped her. So how do you know the enemy's plan? Ask yourself, how do you know the enemy's plan? Apparently, Tamar did not know the enemy's plan. Amen. For in the Bible, John 10:10 says, the thief comes except to steal, kill, and destroy you. I have come that you may have life and that you may have it more abundantly. Amen. Before he can steal you, before he can kill you, before he can destroy you, first he has to deceive you.
Amen. Yes.
At this point, Tamar didn't know Ephesians 6:11, which tells us to put on the full armor of God, so that you will be able to stand firm against the schemes of the devil. intensity. And it was greater than what he loves her. Okay? Again, y'all remember when I said about the lust, charading the love? Now actually it's the lust that's talking, and he hated her. He did not love her. Verse 16, she cried, sending me away is greater than what you have already done to me. He had the nerve to dismiss her. He had the nerve to tell her to get out. It is something how after he abused her, he used her up. He took the very innocence, her essence, her virtue, the rejection. He rejected her. He sent her on her way, throwing her out, and he locked the door. He bolted the door. So can you imagine how she felt? Tamar, she suffered from what I call STS, soul tie syndrome. For those that might not know,
come on, Rissa,
what it is, let me enlighten your intelligence.
Come on.
Soul ties are formed when a soul connects.
That's right.
It joins.
That's right. Yes.
It is super glued to another soul.
That's right. Yes.
And when something is pulled apart, there is always a measure of damage to one or both of the parties.
Yes. Come on, Rissa. Come on, Rissa.
Verse 19. Tamar ended up putting ashes on her head.
Yes.
Tore her long sleeve garments.
Lord Jesus.
Put her hand on her head and went away crying bitterly. She did not feel worth something at that point. Tamar's identity had been stripped away from her.
Amen.
Absalom ended asking Tamar, have your brother been with you? And he said to be quiet for now, for he is your brother. Do not take this thing to heart just because he was family. Tamar did take it to heart. She took it to heart at the point of no return. With Tamar's life, she expected to be married and happy due to her issue that was out of her control. Tamar lived a desolate, isolated, destroyed, lonely, empty, abandoned woman in Absalom's house. Which leads me to my third point. Can you live through your uncontrollable issues? The answer is yes, you can. For the Bible tells us, believe the rest of John 10 and 10. I come that you may have life and that you may have it more abundantly. Romans 8 and 31 says, what then shall we say to these things? If God is for us, who can be against us?
Amen.
Believe Psalm 24 and 8. The Lord is strong and mighty.
Yes.
The Lord is mighty in battle.
Yeah.
Therefore, mighty is our God.
Yes.
Know that your issue, your battle, your problem, your situation is only temporary.
Yes.
Know that this too shall pass. Know that the Lord is your shepherd.
Yes.
As you abide in him, he will abide in you.
Yes.
That is a promise that he keeps. So ask yourself the question. No, I asked yourself. I asked you today, earlier. Can you imagine how Tamar felt? To tell you the truth, I can. I was a portion of Tamar. The only difference is now to live past my issues.
Yes.
When I was just a little testimony,
Hallelujah.
back starting at the age of 5 and 6.
Thank you, Lord.
I started being touched by little girls and little boys. I saw married relatives having their chicks and the men on the other side. I physically saw relatives, doing intimacy things. I witnessed people in ministry touch me. I witnessed myself when I was touched being so fearful to say anything. Got a little older, of course. College days came. I was wild as a beast. Drunk as a skunk. Doing drugs. My parents didn't know anything about it. Being promiscuous. One time, I was not dating somebody, but this guy, he invited me over. I went over there. He wanted to have sex with me. I refused. He got so upset at me, y'all, that he kicked me out of his car. And he told me to walk the rest to my dorm. Of course. Then later on, got into a relationship, got pregnant, which I love my daughter. Later on again, thinking I was going to get married, got hurt, moving on. Next thing you know, I was looking for love, started looking for love in all the wrong places. Started talking to men, got pregnant again. Didn't finish school, of course. Then had my son Israel. Love you, Izzy. Came on back home, of course, had my son. I gave up. And I told God, take me. Mold me at that point. And I was doing good. Okay. Found a place where I could come, a refuge here at that. And I've been here. Been here.